Hi, and welcome back to class. In today's class, we're going to focus on opening up the lateral sheath. So that's fun. We're going to start by bringing our awareness to our ribs. And when we breathe, the whole rib cage, you can think of my hands like a rib cage, it should move out to the side and up and expand in the front and the back. So a full movement like this, out to the sides and up, front and back. And then as you breathe out, it comes back in and down. Isn't that wild? So we're going to practice feeling that. Slide your hands to the sides of your ribs like so. And take a full exhalation. Blow all the air out through your mouth like you're blowing a balloon. Can you feel the ribs move? Isn't that cool? And then at the very end, relax and then breathe in. So when we allow for a full exhalation, then we can expand and reconnect to a full inhalation. We tend to just breathe little shallow breaths, not getting the full movement. So practicing breathing in yoga is a great way to retrain the breath, and it also helps our nervous system dramatically. If your muscles in your side body and your armpits and your lats and your erectors and your spine, etc., are very tight, then we won't get good movement. So the health of a muscle is its ability to contract and release all the way. So we're going to help to create better flow for that. Let's take 3 breaths with the eyes closed, connecting to the rib movement, and then we'll get moving. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Then open your eyes, bring your right hand to your side, raise your left arm up, and side bend, reach up and over, but sit down to the left hip at the same time. Now imagine those side ribs on the left side. We're biasing, opening up the left side here, full exhalation. Breathe and feel the left side open. Bring that left arm back down, plant hands, side bend, reach over, full exhalation. And a nice slow breath to open it up on the right. All the way up into the armpit, keeping the neck soft. And come back up. Twist to your right. Twist to your left. Come back to center. Come onto the hands and the knees. Stretch back into child's pose. Walk the hands to the right. Put the stretch on your left side. Bend your right elbow. Lean into the left side stretch. Come back up, change sides, walk over to the left, bend the left elbow, plant the hand. Come back to center. Come into downward facing dog now. Take your feet the width of your mat. Spin your heels over to the left. Over to the right. As you spin the heels over to the right, breathe into the stretch that you feel on the left side. change sides. Spin your heels back. Now walk the hands back to the feet. Clasp your hands behind your back as you fold. Drop into your deepest squat, whatever that is. Take the arms forward and raise the arms up. You might just be sitting in a chair pose, so don't force if your knees and ankles don't allow. Then come back to a forward fold, clasp your hands behind your back and stretch. Come into a squat or just come into chair. And back to the forward fold. Come up to stand. Come into a horse stance position with your feet turned out, hands on your hips. Bend your knees and stretch from your groins to your inner knees. Sit as low as you can. Take your arms forward. And then stand. Lower down again, slowly. Come as low as you can, but keep your core connection. Reach the buttock flesh down, keep the ribs in. Come back up. Last one, lower slowly. This is bar class. Next we're gonna do the heel, they do the heel lifts and all that stuff. Now this is a really good one to help open up your inner legs. And you should feel your outer buttocks turned on here, your glute max. And come back up. Step up to the front of your mat. Inhale the arms up. And with your right hand, take a hold of your left wrist, side bend over to the right. Come back up. Left hand takes right wrist, side bend over to the left. Come back up, spread your arms, fold forward. Inhale, elongate. Step back for a vinyasa or just go back into downward facing dog, your call. Raise the right leg up, inhale. Exhale, knee to left armpit. Inhale, back up. Step your foot up to your thumb. Drop your left knee down underneath your hip and inhale your arms up. Take a hold of your wrist and side bend. Now lift a little bit out of the side bend, grip your left buttock down and start to rotate the chest upward. Come back up, hands come down, step back for a vinyasa or just go right back into downward dog. Raise your left leg up, inhale. Exhale, bring knee to right armpit. Inhale, back up. Step your foot up to your thumb. Lower your knee under your hip and inhale, come up. Take a hold of your wrist and side bend over. And then lift up a bit out of it. Roll the right buttock in and under and turn your chest over. Come back up. Bring your hands down and step back for a vinyasa or just right back in the dog. Step your right foot for a warrior one pose. Bring your hands behind your back, take knuckles together or reverse prayer. Fold forward out over your right leg. Press into your feet and come back up. Spin the legs, turn to face the back of your mat, and fold forward over your left leg. Reach down into your feet and come back up. Parallel your feet and stand tall. Inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward in between your legs, clasp the hands and reach the knuckles up. Then set your fingertips down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Inhale, back to center. And as you exhale, walk over to the left. Inhale, back to center, the flat back, press into your feet, come up to stand. Step up to the front of your mat. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Step back into down dog or take a vinyasa. Come into plank pose, and then come into side plank. Now in this version of side plank, we're going to really lift, and almost like we're doing a crunch on the left side, so we can open the right side and reach the right arm over. Now if that's too gnarly, you could just do it with your knee down. We're making like a rainbow side plank. And then same idea, letting the breath flow into the side body. Release and change sides. Good. Release that number. Then come to seated. Be on the sand, so we gotta. Okay, bring your left heel into your pubic bone with your right leg out wide, and then we're going to side bend out over the right leg. Slide the left hand behind the head and breathe into the opening there. If you're less flexible, you just put your hand here behind your leg. Just work on opening like so. More flexible, you can reach all the way out over your leg. You might even need some cushion or some blankets underneath your hips if it's difficult to sit up straight here. Release that and change sides. So stretching all the way out over your inner leg, or go to your edge, don't force. Do what's appropriate for your body. Then bring your left knee to cross over top of your right knee for Gomukhasana. If you aren't able to sit in Gomukhasana, you can just sit simple cross legs. Take your right hand behind your back from above, left arm from under. Hook the fingers and pull in opposite directions, or just grab a hold of your shirt. Change the cross of the legs and change the cross of the arms. Good. Release that. Find a comfortable seat for meditation. Close your eyes and go in. Feel a full exhalation to start. Now, without trying to extend the breath at all, just notice the natural flow. And see if you can tune into the movement of the ribs. Less like you're trying to make it happen, and instead like you're allowing for the expansion. Doesn't that work better? So in many forms of breath work, they lack this foundational training in teaching the student that it's less about trying to make something happen with the breath and more about being an open channel for prana. As you become more experienced in moving the body becomes a container for prana, or a channel for prana, where prana can flow better, or breath. Ribs can move better, etc. Now allowing things to relax so that you can take a full, complete breath in. And fully out. And let it happen. Be more of an observer. Join the palms together. Thank you. Namaste.